Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. If you guys haven't already, I encourage you to hit the like button, and after doing so, to hit the subscribe button as well. So, we're going to talk today about the Jamaica Premier League. Yes, that is right, the Jamaica Premier League, a competition that has been around since the 1970s. When you're bearing in mind that this is a competition that has been around for 5 decades, give or take, a few seasons were not played. You had some challenges in some. One year was abandoned, and of course, the COVID-19 pandemic halted the 2019-2020 season. And there wasn't a 2020-2021 season, but we did have a 2021 season by itself. So let us continue with what I'm about to say in this video. Why is this such an exciting time for the Jamaica Premier League? I can honestly say if you were to analyze perhaps the last 7 to 8 years, you can openly and honestly say there has been an amazing growth, and we have every reason in this world to have enthusiasm and excitement for the league. Let's talk about a number of reasons why this is the case. Well, firstly, let's talk about the area of broadcasting. All right. Broadcasting is such an important component because it allows fans, it allows spectators, it allows genuine football enthusiasts to be able to watch the game. If somebody's not at the venue in particular, then you have the platform to watch the game. And yes, it is true that even in the 90s, early 2000s, it was broadcast on television. But with the emergence and you could say growing demand and popularity with online media, it has now opened another dimension to this element, as persons can now watch matches in the Jamaica Premier League from their phone. They can go on YouTube and be able to watch games in particular. They have the ability to be able to do just that. So convenient, persons in Jamaica, persons in the diaspora. So more content is readily available for persons. And that you could say is an absolute plus. And you could even say for persons that are looking in on Jamaica from outside of this Western hemisphere, it's a plus. But more on that a little bit later. Secondly, what has changed so much? Well, if you were to go back perhaps 2015, 2016 season, in fact, let me put it in this way in particular. When you're watching your favorite English Premier League team, when you're watching your favorite La Liga team, Serie A team, Liga team, you very well know that you can pick up your phone and you know that 1 hour before kickoff, you know exactly the lineup. You know exactly the starting 11 for your team. You can say, whoa, Marcus Rashford is on the bench. Whoa, Garnacho is starting. Whoa, Mbappe up front. You know the starting 11. Now, in relation to the Jamaica Premier League, 1 hour before kickoff, I'm not sure that the match commissioner would know. Perhaps he would, but in the wider cross section of things, it's not like the starting 11 would be publicized online. But now, if you analyze the last 2 seasons, you definitely see this in particular. And what is happening in particular? You're seeing game after game, week after week, even with matches that are being played simultaneously, you see the starting 11 of all teams being revealed an hour before kickoff. And you can say, whoa, okay, Paco Bucks start. All right. Justin Dunn going start. All right, Gareth Stewart of Harborview going to start. What a breath of fresh air. What is the reason for all of this? Well, praise and admiration for the Professional Football Jamaica Limited, PFJL, the team of Mr. Chris Williams, Owen Hill, Stephen, Avery, and so much others that have played an important role to this process. I can't forget the likes of Alex Taylor, the likes of Javon Williams, the likes of Kevon Cooper, that play such an integral role in this process. And I know there are more persons that play an important role in this. I know there's so much more. And to call out everybody's name, I know. I fully get that. But I won't just want to stress about why, for me especially, it is so exciting that you're looking forward to a Jamaica Premier League game. You're looking at the league table right now and you're saying to yourself, whoa, if Treasure Beach is able to win their next three games, or even all four, and Harborview slips more points, then you could have the Stars of the East second from bottom. Or you have a situation where you say, whoa, you can have one of Dunbeholden, Waterhouse, or Montego Bay United in the top six. The top six battle is still on. And even in the top two places, with Cavaliers' defeat to Mount Pleasant Academy, now Portmore are looking in and saying, whoa. Or Arnott Gardens are looking in and saying, whoa, we can finish top two. So the top two race, the top six battle, and even the relegation zone is still something that there is a buzz and conversation to be discussed. And honestly, I'm really excited. I genuinely am excited to see how everything unfolds for the rest of the season. It's a it's an amazing time, and I just can't wait. Now, what are some other elements that you could say? Look at the graphics that you see on Jamaica Premier League page. Full credit to 876 Stream for, the collaboration of making this look world class. It's like you're tuning into graphics that you would see week in, week out in the English Premier League. You feel captivated. You feel involved as well in the process. And that is what makes it absolutely special. And honestly, for me, it's a great feeling. And when you see the amount of national players that are involved in the Premier League as well, and when I'm talking about national players, players that at least have one cap for Jamaica, players who have at least accumulated one cap for Jamaica, it's quite a list. And let me just go through, some of those teams in particular so that you all are aware. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go to, because, you have 9 clubs, 10 clubs perhaps with national players. Mount Pleasant Academy, players that at least have one cap for Jamaica. Romeo Guthrie, Ataforai Bygrave, Shaquille Bradford, Ramon Howell, Devonte Campbell, Daniel Green, Sule McCullough, Shaquan Davis, Ladale Ritchie, Demario Phillips, Jamoy Topi, Kevon Isaacs, Tevin Shaw, all have at least one cap for Jamaica. Cavalier, Richard King, Kyle Ming, Chanel Thomas, Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Jadine White, Nicholas Hamilton, Tivoli Gardens, Justin Dunn, Barrington Price, Portmore United, Rudolph Austin, Alex Marshall, Emilio Rousseau, Stephen Young. You know, you would go to Arnott Gardens, Joel Cunningham, Fabian Reed, Jamon Shepherd, Kahim Dixon, Shivani Willis, Dunbeholden, Fabian McCarthy, Ricardo Thomas, Damien Hyatt, Nicholas Nelson, Waterhouse, Kimar Foster, Andre Fletcher, Denardo Thomas, Keith Simpson, Rondi Smith. And I know you have to factor in Vishnal Harris in terms of, Premier League players that have a cap for Jamaica as well. Montego Bay United, Shamor Smith, Owain Gordon, Ronaldo Wellington, Jordan Fletcher. Bay United, Dean Andre Thomas, Malines, Jason Wright. Harborview, Garth Stewart, Joshua Anglin, Shamari Daya, Johnny Talbot. Harborview, Andrew Vanzi, Andre Clennon, Xavier Virgo. When you look at all of that, you have a number of players, quite a number of players. Isn't that exciting, riveting, pulsating to know that the quantity of players that have gone on to represent Jamaica? Of course, I'm sure that everybody in this entire world would agree that there's room for improvement in the Jamaica Premier League. But you have to applaud the progress that has been made as well. We had 2 Jamaican clubs in the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Two Jamaican clubs, Harborview and Cavalier, both of them faced each other. We had the Jamaican club in the final. The clubs finished second and fourth, respectively. And we also had another Jamaican club that defeated the highest ranked team in the Caribbean. Dunbeholden defeated the highest ranked team in the Caribbean in Cebu. Do you understand what I'm saying? Dunbeholden went away to the Dominican Republic and got a point. So we could have had 3 Jamaican clubs in the semi-finals. So in the Caribbean, we are number 1. In the Caribbean as well, rather in the CONCACAF club rankings, we have a Jamaican club in the top 100, and that is Mount Pleasant Academy, who are 98th. Not too far as well. You have Cavalier 102, I believe. So it's coming to come. It's coming to come. And step by step by step, you'll continue to see the work and the progress that is being made. The next step now, what is the next step? Well, whenever you have Jamaican clubs that qualify for these CONCACAF tournaments, you always have these, guidelines, things that has to be done. What I would say, if those guidelines are also on the same note as what takes place in the Jamaica Premier League, and what am I referring to in particular? Well, I'm referring to elements such as, okay, you have a situation where clubs, when it comes to just the on match day, you have a routine of when you arrive, you have a flash interview at the end, post-match press conference. A routine now, well, perhaps it would be a Jamaica Premier League thing to have where each venue you will go, you have a press conference room. That's something because doing it on the field, you're bearing in mind the DJ and the noise and everything of that nature. But one step at a time, as I said, but something to work on moving forward. For sure. I know in relation to support staff, CONCACAF has certain requirements as well, what each club must have, you know. And when we bear in mind the demands of a club team and even a national team, you will need support staffs in excess of 10, 12, 15, 16 persons, 17 persons. But more on that in another video. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content.